Hey, how's it going? First viewer. We're sharpening some chains here. About to go cut down some trees. Just trying to pick out which chain has the lowest rakers right now because hand filing rakers sucks. So, yeah. Hi. Check for your bar to be mushrooming. Sup? Sup, guys? I'll talk to you later. It's about going behind the canopies. I want to put pallets on the side of this container. And then I'm prepping to cut down a few trees over there. They're behind the canopy. Does that matter? You don't care about those trees?
I just don't want falling line up the ceiling with bullshit, that's all.
No, there'll still be a line. That's all. And then a padlock you said you have or not?
I'm gonna look.
Alright. Because that's where I'm keeping my saw now, so I don't want
Is it
that.
out here?
He was. I'm sharpening getting all my gear ready to go cut down some trees and then buck up some rounds too, some cherry logs. And what I'm doing right now is taking my flat file to that light's annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Taking my flat file to where the tip of my bar. New to my channel, I do all things firewood is what I do. So right now I'm sharpening my chainsaw. This is a 25-inch bar for a 500i. Oh, perfect. Thank you. For my, yeah. This thing is a beast. So yeah, 25-inch bar. What I do is, thank you. It's one of my favorite shirts. But yeah, what I do is firewood. That's really it. Everything firewood. I do chainsaw services. I'm not in the business of taking down trees yet, but I will here shortly. Start doing tree removal stuff. Right now I just do chainsaw service. So what that means is like people who have trees down that they want those trees turned into firewood. I'll come to you and then I'll turn your down trees into firewood. But what I'm doing right now with this bar is running my fingers along the ridge here because oftentimes this ridge, it'll start to flare out and that's called mushrooming. So you don't want that because that'll affect how the chain rides in the bar. So you just take a flat file and you file the edge. That's why a lot of bars you see are damaged right here. You see this color along the bar. That's from wear and tear from cutting trees, but that's also from taking a flat file. Yeah, it is real dangerous, but I'll tell you what, it's rewarding too. That's for sure. I like to say that I do the work that nobody wants to do, you know what I mean? So that's why I get paid really good. I charge $100 an hour for my chainsaw service, and I get that rate. So at 19 years old, that's not a bad rate for me to be getting. Tell me if that light right here is really annoying, and then I'll fix it. But if you guys don't mind it, then whatever. All right, so this chain that I'm gonna put on here, it's already pretty sharp, but the pain is I have to file down these rakers. They're a little low. So what the rakers do, I'll show you guys, I'll explain to you. So this is the tooth, right? You have a tooth right here, this guy, it's the tooth. And it goes this way. So the raker, this little guy in front of it, determines how much of a chunk this tooth can take out of the wood when it spins through the wood. So the lower your raker, the more aggressive of a cut you're gonna get because the bigger chunk you can take out of the wood. So it's really important to keep it low, but also not too low. Yeah, dude, my especially hand filing as well. That shreds my forearms. You'll see me with the rakers. I'll have to sit here for probably 15 minutes and file this one chain, but yeah, forearms are definitely needed for this line of work. That's for sure. But yeah, if you guys, kind of wanted this stream to be a Q&A type of thing. So if you guys have questions, fire them in there, and I'll do my best to respond. Here. I feel like that light's annoying. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn that light off. Hopefully it's not, yeah, it's not too dark, is it? Sawed into a nest? Like a bee's nest you're talking about? What kind of nest? I have not any bees that I've sawed into, but I've stepped on bees. That's for sure. Is this too dark now? Is this too dark? You guys gotta tell me. I'll make you guys lower so you can see the... That's probably better. Snakes, oh God. I'm in Michigan, so I don't really have too many big snakes to worry about. But we do have Michigan rattlesnakes, but I haven't seen any nests really. That hasn't been an issue for me, thankfully. I don't like snakes. I'll turn that light back on now. I changed the angle. All right, we're gonna get to filing down the raker here on this bar or chain. The type of tooth, no, not really. So, well, it can. I should rephrase that, but wow, we're getting so many packages right now. Sorry, but oh wow, that's great. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have a lot more snakes than I do. But yeah, the chain does not really change depending on the kind of tree you're cutting down. There's or the kind of tooth. There's square teeth. That I really don't know too much about square teeth because I've only ever used just normal round file kind of teeth on a chainsaw. So. You guys can see that. Oh yeah, I wear chaps. That's about it though. Chaps and ears, that's it. How's it going? Cool, thank you, have a good one. Yeah, in my opinion, eye protection is overrated, so. I don't wear any eyes. And the only PPE I wear is ears and chaps. But if I got jeans on, then I probably wouldn't even wear chaps. Yeah, dude. Before you chaps help for 2 seconds, but then it's too late, and you're the squints. Dude, yeah, when I'm cutting into like a stringy piece or something, squint real quick. And another tip here, guys, when you're sharpening and filing. Always sharpen your teeth before you file down your rakers. That's what I found. Because believe it or not, you're actually taking the tooth down a little bit, I think, when you sharpen. So you don't want to file your rakers first, take your teeth down, and then your rakers are too high, you know what I mean? What I'm feeling for every time after I start. Yeah, I know. Jack, you get those every once in a while. You know, you just got to keep moving, you know. You get more weird people than normal people on YouTube. Yeah, who knows what I'm about to do with this chainsaw. Now I'm gonna go cut a tree down. That's what I'm gonna do. A few actually. And then I'm gonna buck up some cherry logs. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers. I'm pumped about it. Put a new file in here. Who's Leatherface? Is that some kind of that's some character in a horror movie, I'm guessing? I don't do horror movies. I'm a little scaredy cat. I think I have a brand new file actually in here. You guys, your tripod's in the way. Yeah, I don't do horror. Oh, I do have new ones. I don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Call me what you will, but I don't like horror stuff. No thanks. Yeah, but that definitely is a detail that they leave out. Exactly, Jack. They definitely would leave that out of a horror film. You're not going to see a guy sharpening a chainsaw. You guys got to keep track of my subscriber count. I really want to hit 2,000 today. That's my goal right now. Another thing with filing a chainsaw, guys, is a lot of people count the swipes. Oh boy. Here's one. So I have my dump trailer, right? And I was delivering a full cord of firewood to this guy's garage. He wanted it stacked in his garage. So I put my dump trailer up. So this is the top of his garage. I put my dump trailer up to like here, but his garage went out to here, but then hung down. So I wouldn't have been able to get the dump trailer out without going down, right? And I put my dump trailer up, but it wouldn't go down. Whenever I hit the down button, it actually went up. So I had probably like half an inch between this guy's garage ceiling and my dump trailer, and I didn't know how to get it out. So I was like, you know, what you said. I don't know if I can say that language on here, but I had to drain the hydraulic fluid out of the hoses so that the pressure relieved and the dump trailer went down. But it was me and my girlfriend's 1 year anniversary too, so had a big dinner planned. What's up, Riley? Thank you, Jack. Well, hey guys, we just hit 2K. How about that? Thanks, Jack. That's great news, right? Also, got monetized today on YouTube. That's pretty good as well, isn't it? I think so. I'll say. If you guys are new here and just subscribed, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. I started YouTube 2 months ago. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, that's for sure. I'm going to be doing this firewood stuff for a long time. What's up, Jason? Yeah, so if you guys have been here and you heard me talking to somebody behind the camera, right now I'm going to cut down 3 or 4 big trees that are behind the wood that I have stored for the winter right now. And I'm doing that so I can move my storage back deeper into the woods, and I can make a whole bunch more pallet storage and put a whole bunch of split wood on there. And I really need to get some sort of big cover, like building. Would be nice to have a building back there, but for the winter time when I have dry wood and nobody else has dry wood because of snow, I hold on to some firewood, and then I can mark up the price. It's all oak and cherry, which are really, really, really good, high quality species. But yeah, I'm in Michigan, and Southwest Michigan, and I already have what I think to be a decent part of the firewood market here. But the longer that I stay in the business, you know, the more my customer retention is really, really good. Whoever just said hello, hello. My customer retention is really good. So hopefully I'm already getting some of the share around here. Do I live next door to Eminem? No. Eminem is on the opposite side of the state. He is in the D. I am not in Detroit. Definitely not. Definitely not Detroit. That's the east side. I'm on the west side. What I'm looking for when I sharpen. What's up, Delta? Yeah, I'm sharpening this chainsaw right now. This chain right now. I'm going to. I have to fell or cut down. Yeah, 3 or 4 trees right after this. So I'm gonna upload those as shorts. So if you guys want to see that, that'll be up tomorrow probably. Very pumped that we just hit 2K. America is a great place. I'm glad you're enjoying. That's why I do this. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. I try to be very honest. I really do. Guys, a fun fact about chainsaws here, or sharpening your teeth. What I look for when I'm hand filing is to keep this perfectly in line. I don't know how good you guys can see this now. Perfectly in line with this tooth. And when you're done sharpening it, the whole part of the tooth should be resting flush with the file. That's how I kind of know I'm done sharpening, and then I'll feel the top plate, and it'll always be razor sharp. Because think about it, if the tooth is like this, and you put your file under it, see that angle that you're making right there? This is the top plate. That's the top plate right there. No, there's plenty of chain left. Start the motor. There's plenty of tooth left. What's your name? Dacula? Plenty of teeth. I just like a sharp one. But yeah, I'm gonna go cut some trees down and spray some weed killer. Out behind some of my stacks that I already have. So windy? Sometimes, I guess it's windy here. Windy City is Chicago, that's pretty close, especially to me, Southwest Michigan. not looking forward to filing down these rakers. Nice emojis there. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I need one right about now, Ozzy. Long day of school. I went to school today. I had 2 college classes today. Accounting. I had accounting and I don't even know what the name of the other class is. It's all like digital stuff, and if you guys can't tell, I'm not really a digital type of guy. So. More of a hands-on type of guy. Oh, they're good. Hope everyone's having a good day. All 20 of yous. This week's a big week for my delivery schedule. I scheduled 4 full cords to go out. Not all this week, but within the next 2 weeks. So I scheduled those yesterday. So that's about $1,300 in deliveries right there. It's hard to tell if I'm sharpening these teeth sharp sometimes because I do this with my fingers so much that the tips of my fingers are kind of a little thick right now, so it's kind of hard to tell. They have invented electric yeah, no, whenever I move that, I do that when I'm going the other way. And my chain is super loose right now, but that is a good tip, and I usually do that. I just, for some reason, I don't like doing it this way. I couldn't tell you why, I'm just weird. But that's a great advice because I actually did slice my thumb open one time doing that. Chain was way too tight. I didn't know. Sharpened all these and then tried to, yeah. Thank you, Gray Hat. I appreciate that. That is good advice, people. Listen to Mr. Gray Hat over here. Alrighty, we're about ready to sharpen these rakers. 33 degrees. Wow, you know your stuff. Because this is actually a steel chain as well. Steel chain, 33 degrees. It's on the box. Study it. Study it, people. Alright, let's see how absolutely high these rakers are. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh no. Not terrible. Not terrible. Needs some work for sure. Not terrible. This is the forearm killer right here. Alright, where's my... And a great thing to do when you're sharpening or just cleaning up a chain, they have, I don't know if you guys can see right here, that yellow link. That's there for you to use that as a starting reference, this yellow link. But sometimes I'm lazy and I have a blue Sharpie right here. and I just color whatever tooth is right here. So my blue tooth right now is right here. So I'm gonna file the rakers down until the blue tooth comes up again, then I know I've filed all the rakers. Or, if all your rakers are high, you'll know you're done when you get back to the one you started on because it's not high. But that's kind of a bad strategy because if you have one raker that's low, then you'll be like, oh, am I at the start again? So just color it blue and let's do what I do. These rakers really aren't bad. I mean, look at them. They're definitely below the teeth by a little bit, but so I might go through without the gauge here. I just give them all 3, 4, 5 swipes with the old flat file. The gauge that I use is just this little Oregon. It won't focus, but it's a little Oregon 1/4 inch, or not 1/4 inch. What's it called? I don't know. If you guys can see that or not, but that's the gauge that I use. It's been working really well. This is my least favorite part about what I do. Is this stuff. I wonder if I can put you guys like in front of me here. Let's see. Oh, hang on. You guys can see that still, right? Yeah. Surely. Surely you can. Saw the Zach Bryan concert 2 days ago. How does one find happiness? Do what you love. Don't listen to people. They suck. Do what you want to do. That's how you find happiness. That's how I find happiness. Do what you love and call it work. That's what I do. Take a big risk when you're young. Be happy. What's the point of life if you're not happy? Yeah, of course, Justin. Stream isn't popping off right now like usual, so conversations are flowing right now, that's for sure. I kind of like when I have a little smaller group that, like you guys, that actually wants to talk, you know what I mean? Instead of a bunch of 500 random people that are in here. I've had 1,000 people watching me before. I couldn't tell you why, but I have. But yeah, to go along, I uploaded a video, a short today, to go along with Justin here. Is it Justin or Justice? Justin. And I talked about, like, if you need a sign to go out and take a risk and just do what you love, just go do it. Take a risk, whether that's financially or changing your lifestyle, whatever. Life is too short to live just like everybody else and, you know, do everything that everybody else is doing. What do you want to do? How about you do that? I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you think me? Wow, these rakers are, oh, here's a high one. You guys can hear it, I bet. Hear that? It kind of screeches. That's how you know you got a high one right there. Hear that compared to this? See how it's no sound really? And then you come back over here. I filed it down now, but when you got a high raker, it'll screech at you. And I like to turn my flat file So the end of the saw is this way, right? I like to turn my flat file this way. Go to the end. Pretty sure medical student, everything's pretty hard, man. I do think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, but think about the thing with medical, bro. You can retire when you're 40. You know, it's, you know what they say. It's like work hard now, so when you're older, you don't have to work. You know. Everybody, my girlfriend's roommate is a nurse, and she's like always talks so bad about it. I always wonder how like people can do that, but it's because the money. So I definitely understand it. So just keep your head down and work, man, and good things will come your way. I truly do believe in that. People who work for it. You know, you see all these people online these days that are getting money just for making little videos, but I don't want to make money like that, to be honest. Really. For Narnia? Oh. What are you talking about, Narnia? Warhammer, bro. And he's got a barbell in his hand? Come on. I was at a CrossFit. I competed at a CrossFit competition not too long ago. And they had this shirt, and I was like, oh, I have to get it. I bought like three shirts. Yeah. Yeah. I get compliments on this shirt all the time. Hey, you too, Justin. Have a great day. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Keep working, man. It'll all work itself out, I promise. It's another high one. You hear it? Can you hear the difference? Yes, I am. Albino rhino, I sure am. And that's what sucks about hand filing. I just went through and I sharpened my teeth with my round file here. But rakers suck. They suck. My advice on rakers, never go like more than 2 tanks of gas without filing your rakers down, because if you do, they're gonna be like too tall and you're gonna have to file and file and file and file. You agree? Yeah, it's brutal. So even every tank, I know I say that and I definitely don't do it, but in an ideal world, I should be sharpening or filing my rakers down every tank of gas that I run through this saw. Brutal. This one's tall too. What do you think of the fuel injected chainsaw? Oh, well, this is my 500i. It is fuel injected. I'll show you after I'm done filing here. I should be done in like 3 or 4 minutes. But the only fuel injected saw that I've ran is my 500, and man, I will say that it is one of the most reliable chainsaws that I have ever ran. And I've mainly only ran just regular non-injected. Yeah, exactly. The only maintenance that I do to this chainsaw, dude, is just make sure it's clean. Make sure my bar grooves are clean. There's no schmuck in there. And then my air filter. That's really it. Make sure my sprocket's clean. And then that's really all I do. And it's really nice not having to do. No, Albino, what I do is I basically do all the work once the tree is on the ground. So I'm not an arborist. I'm just a firewood guy. So I sell a whole bunch of firewood. That's my main source of income right now, and it's really, really good for me right now. I was thinking about going and working for a tree service and climbing, My girlfriend would hate that, but I really do kind of want to do that. But I don't have the time for it right now. I'm a full-time student, and then I have my business as well, and I have a salesperson job. I work as a salesman on Thursdays and Fridays in an office, so I'm pretty busy right now. But I really do want to climb. Great birch, gray hat. What's up, Uncle V? Work for myself. That's a great. And you know that's great advice. I really should do that, honestly. I'm a ground guy. Yep. Hey, I'm sure I'll get there soon. I'll be right there with you, Albino. We can have the little skinny guys run up to scurry on up to the top, and they can cut them down, and we can throw it in the chipper and cut up some firewood rounds and split them. Yeah. That's great advice, Uncle V. I'm going to do that for as long as I can. Oh, what the hell? There's only 18 people in here. So Uncle V, you're gonna get the inside scoop here, so don't go telling anybody. But in November, I will have a Timberwolf Pro LP here that I'm gonna store in my shipping container. It's a firewood processor. Biggest investment in my life. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing here, Uncle. I put all the chips in the middle. I bet on myself on this one. It was you guys can go look at the Timberwolf Pro LP and see how much money it costs. But I'm really going for it here because I'm only 19 years old. So I'm all the way up in Michigan. All the way up in Michigan. Yeah, I appreciate that, great hat. I'm trying to ideally. All right, I'm gonna talk now for a second because you guys got me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Uncle V. That's what we're doing. But yeah, so ideally, I want to have me and my dad running my firewood business full time, and that pays for everything. So yeah, way different time. Up here, we really have. I don't know if you guys have ash down there, but we really don't have any ash up here that I've honestly ever ran into. Maybe a little bit, but we don't have much ash. We just have oak, cherry, a little bit of locust, silver maple. Those are the biggest ones. But yeah, anyways, I would like to stay in the firewood business long enough so that all my competitors, which are old farts right now, they're done. Guess who's left? Me and my pops, just running my business. Maybe buy some land somewhere. I have a shipping container. So, all right, we're really gonna break this down now. So, I started this. Yeah, palm trees. How do palm trees burn? That's always been an interesting thing to me. But anyways, I started this less than a year ago. I haven't even been doing this for a year, and talk to who, Uncle V? Tell some jokes. Funny guy, John. I don't jokes. All right, let's see. I honestly don't remember the time that I've told a joke. The last time I told a joke, to be honest. Mainly water. Yeah, I heard they're like coconuts. Exactly, Uncle V. All around me. I know who my competition is. And I don't know how they're still kicking, to be honest, man. But once they're gone, my customer retention is really, really good. I say it's something like 90%. Because I have a really good product and I care about my customers and I'm on time and I promise you're getting what you pay for and all that. And if I mess up, I make it right. So I'm not perfect. But I haven't even been doing this for a year yet. I have invested with my revenue in a 500i, and multiple bars and chains to go with that, and the gas and the bar and chain oil. 6x10 dump trailer, 4x8 utility trailer, 27-ton log splitter, 2 canopies to cover up my winter storage. All the pallets you guys see down there I got for free. A shipping container, and then semi-truck loads of logs. And then I get a whole bunch of free wood all the time, and then gas and all that stuff, obviously. But and that's less than a year, and that's straight up off my profit. So And some for the in-laws. There you go. And you know, that's the thing about Firewood, man. You can use it if your buddies. I've had this is funny. Some of my friends are in a fraternity at Western Michigan, and they use all my bundles. So if they text me, yo, we need some wood, I'll say, all right, take like 8, but only pay me for like 4, you know? So it's a great business, especially because if you're someone like me who wants to do it right and actually cares, I mean, you're gonna stick out like crazy compared to the guys that just are doing it for beer money, you know? So I'm hoping to stick around, corner some of this market, and see where we can go. Yeah, debt. I pay for everything. I like to pay for everything as liquid as possible. Setting your hourly rate. My hourly rate, Gray. So I started out the first chainsaw service and splitting service I ever did. I towed my Champion 27 ton and I brought my 500i. This elderly couple had cherry trees down, and I went, cut up cherry trees, split it for them, stacked it, and I gave them a rack for free too. It was like a 12-foot rack that stacks 5 feet tall. It was nice. But yeah, Uncle V, get back into it, man. Really, it's quite a popular industry right now. But yeah, Gray. And I figure, okay, well, it's my time that I'm spending, my gas, my equipment that I'm putting at risk to be broken or the wear and tear, all that stuff. So I'm like, I just set on $100, and that's kind of what I've been doing. It's $100 an hour. Now my buddy I've been doing a lot of work for him. He got slammed by a storm we had recently. So I've been doing trail clearing work for him and brush removal. So I charge him $75 an hour because I know him, whatever, but at the same time, the cuts that I'm making, so they're trees like this big around, right? Like they're big. And they've fallen over, so the pressure points are all over, they're all messed up. So I'll have to top cut, and then when it pinches, I have to come on under and it's just an undercut is what I call it. So I undercut, and you know, when those big trees want to drop and you're doing an undercut, they drop, so it's dangerous. So I was gonna give them like 50 an hour, but like, man, this is like, these cuts are really technical and all that, so I didn't lower it anymore. Hopefully we hit 2K. That was my goal with this little stream. I want to hit 2,000 subscribers. Okay. Oh wow, 30 an hour? What is he, retired or something? He's got a whole bunch of money. My favorite thing, Uncle V, is when I post like that video about me getting 100 an hour, and they're like, "There's no way in hell you're making $100 an hour." And I'm like, okay, cool. I sure am, but you say I'm not making that, so I'm not, I guess. He's good. If he's offering 30 an hour, what I initially thought of is if you're only charging 30 an hour, he probably goes there with the dullest chain ever and just burns his way through that wood and takes 4 hours. But he's good. I don't know, maybe he does a crap load of jobs, finds easy ones, who knows. I'm about ready to go film me cutting down some trees here. Another recommendation to you guys is if you're thinking about having somebody else, ooh, that's sharp, yeah. If you're thinking about having somebody else sharpen your chains for you, no. Just do it. Just do it yourself. Yeah, 30 is nuts, man. 30 is nuts. Anyways, if you guys go buy a round file and a flat file and a raker gauge, sharpen your own chains, because I took 3 chains. I got lazy. I took 3 chains to a small engine shop, and I said, "You guys sharpen chains?" They said, "Yep." So no, I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those, Gray. The thing with these is that I found is if you don't use that from the start of the chain's life, if your rakers are too high and you haven't been using that tool, then when you go to use it, it will file down the top of the tooth, not the bottom round hook that you want it to file. It'll actually file down like the top section of the top plate, so you don't want that. Oh my gosh, what? $10? Yeah, I didn't even do that. I didn't know you were in Canada, Uncle V. Wow, that's crazy. 30? It's $10? Yeah, I do gray hat. I do gray hat. That's just. I do love the 2-in-1 though. But when you guys use it, make sure to check that it is actually sharpening the correct part of the tooth. Yeah, I like it too. I really do, because it sets the perfect angle. I'll say that. But just make sure that when you guys are using it, you're filing down the right part of that top plate. Because I used it once, and it might have been on an Oregon or Husky chain, so that might be why. But just make sure you're filing the right part of the chain. Don't be an idiot like me. About all the maintenance I do here, guys. Cleaning. But yeah, in the next second, yeah, I do have a saw. It's a saw that I started with. I'll show you in a second. I took quite a big jump from my first saw to the 500. But best decision I ever made, that's for sure. Oh, this is the saw that I started everything out with. The old 311. And I love it. All right, I freaking love that chainsaw. It's my baby, all right? If anybody ever makes fun of the 311, no. It's a great saw. 59cc raw power. Yeah, there you go. 445 Husky saw. Yeah, that's a 45cc saw. All the way up to a 79cc. You know, Uncle, I'm thinking about getting this little puppy ported. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know, or can you even port a 500i? I don't know, honestly, 50. I don't even know, honestly, what ported means, but I just know that it means you're making that saw a lot more powerful. So, who knows? I don't know if it's something with the carburetor. That's why I said that, because this doesn't have a carb, so. Don't know. Uncle V, do you know what that means, porting a saw? Let me know. I bet you do. Sound very knowledgeable. I'm just a young lad. Ported 500. Yeah, I watched bucking a lot. Too much. Until I learned how to file a chain pretty good. And that's why I'll never use a grinder. I'll always hand file my chains. Yeah, anyways, back to the story about how I took the 3 chains to the small engine shop. Took them there, they sharpened them. razor sharp for the first 4 cuts, and then they were just bad. All right, it was bad. Chain wasn't even sharp after 5 minutes of using it, and I know they used a grinder, so that top plate was razor sharp. But if you think about it, that grinder sharpens the hook straight down. That's why I don't like it, because once that initial top plate edge is gone, it's useless. It's dull. Muffler. Hey, that's the way to go, Uncle V, honestly. I was born in New Hampshire, moved to Michigan, and I'm not in the country, but I'm not in the city either. I'm kind of a perfect mix, to be honest, because I grew up with people who lived in the country, and that's what I want my kids to grow up with right there. Get a little thick skin on them, you know what I mean? I enjoy having conversations with you guys. Sound like a loser. I have other friends, I promise. Oof. Hey, Uncle V, why is the drinking age 19 in Canada? I guess I should be asking, why is it 21 in the States? Because I feel like nobody else is 21 ever. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Yeah, I am definitely not a city type of person. You're right, Uncle V. You're right. Just a bunch of little pussies here, right? Of course, Mark. Of course. Glad to hear that. Truly. I want to go up to Canada. Mark, what's the gambling age up there in Canada? You got casinos? You got some casinos I could go to? As a scrawny little 19-year-old? No, I haven't. Should I? Canada's a ways from where I am. 19, oh sugar. Go play some Canadian blackjack. What kind of blackjack you guys have single deck up there? Huh? Oh, I love single deck blackjack. That's where I make my money. I'll go up to Soaring Eagle. It's 18 Caesars. Oh boy. Yeah, we have a casino in Michigan here. It's 2 hours from me. It's 18 years old to go gamble. So I'm there too much, to be honest with you, but oof, too much. All right, well, we got a sharp chain, a clean saw, low rakers. Grew up in Windsor. I'm not gonna act like I know where that is because I don't have a clue. Canada, obviously, but I'm gonna run the 2-in-1 over this actually. Not that one. That one's old. Where's my new one? They're both old. All right, never mind. Oh, that's a shame, gray hat. Across from Detroit. So that's close. You're close to me there, Uncle. Yeah, but about the logging, what Gray Hat said, I would love, I know this is probably way off, but I would love to compete in like a timber sport type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I can swing an axe, you know. I'll swing the bejeebies out of an axe. So if I just learn how to use one of those crazy power saws, that would be dope. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, this 2-in-1 does create a great edge. To be honest with you. Can always sharpen your chain more, fellas. Every time. Oh yeah, this weekend I'll be in Ohio. What? Uncle, I was there 2 weeks ago, bro. Should have said hi. But this weekend I'm going to Cambridge, Ohio for the Paul Bunyan show. So I'm gonna have a lot of good content this weekend. And hopefully get some content with some other Firewood kind of content creator guys. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm going to a Lions game. I'm going to 2 this year. I'm going to the Thanksgiving game because I always go to that one. And then I'm going to, with my buddy, I'm going to October 20th. We're playing the Bucks. So I'm going to go there. Watch them stomp on some Pirates. That'll be fun. Bunyan? Yeah, I've never been. Never been. Yeah, I know. And you know, I'm not, Oak. I'm not. That's just what they say. Because I don't want to sound like a whatever, but I don't know if they could do it, you know? If you're sitting behind a screen talking smack, chances are it's because you are either jealous of the person or you're just a hater and you can't do what I'm doing. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but that's kind of the reality of it, to be honest with you guys. So that's why I really don't care anymore. I have people like you, you know, my loyal peeps, you know. Why would I worry about hate comments and that kind of crap, you know? Life is way too short. Way too short. Dinner? Yeah, hon. I gotta cut down. That's my girlfriend, everybody. Sorry. See, her profile picture is her dog. Call him Nuggets. Nugget is very, very strange. Hon, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know that language, Mr. Knobbers. You're gonna have to come again, but in English. But okay, so story time. Whenever my girlfriend doesn't, what do I want? What you got? Give me a list. You just went to the store today, so. But whenever I don't answer my phone for a while, my girlfriend will check if I'm live on YouTube. And chances are, if I'm not, looks German. Yeah, it sounds German too. But whenever I don't answer the phone, she checks and I'm live. And if I'm not answering, then I'm doing this, or I'm actively cutting. So she'll stop by and remind me that I have a life outside of YouTube. So it's always nice. I bet she's typing me up dinner options here. Cheers, Uncle V. Have a good night. Appreciate you, pal. Give me this dinner list, hon. I gotta get to cutting here. I don't even know if she's still here. Hopefully she is. Hopefully we're at 2,000 subscribers now. That would be amazing. Alright, we're gonna go back to this file. Can those go together? I already had chicken today. But I can't have mac and cheese and pizza. That's a whole bunch of carbs. Let's just do chicken and rice. I'll do chicken twice today. I'll be home in an hour and a half. I gotta go cut some stuff up. Pizza it is. All right. Okay. Whatever you want, dear. Whatever you like. All right. We're gonna call that good. I'm gonna go cut, guys. Chain perfectly tensioned. Alrighty. Okay, I'll be home at 8. But if you yell at me, maybe it could be 7:30. But anyways, guys, I gotta get going. Thank you for tuning in. It's always nice to have a calm little stream where we just chat. I appreciate all you guys. See you, Gray Hat. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully I see you in another stream. It's nice to talk to you. Anyways, guys, yeah. I will see you in the next stream, short video, whatever. So have a good night, guys.